The goal with charting is to separate the signal from the noise. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Money Flow Stock Market Review and Forecast. I'm your host, Dr. BJ Love, and I'll be bringing you this week's update for Sunday, September 14th, 2025. This is your weekend review and forecast. NASDAQ leads major averages to record highs. Tech heavy index posts all-time highs on 5 consecutive sessions. The major averages recorded a run to new record highs. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ were able to post all-time highs across the board. While the Dow Jones consolidated some of its gains ahead of the weekend, the NASDAQ stepped higher for a 5th consecutive record high on Friday. Gold also traded at a new high, crossing the $33,700 an ounce mark, and the Dow Jones Industrial was able to snap a 2-week losing streak as the period ended with the small cap Russell 2000 riding a 6-week win streak. Now for the period, the Dow Jones Industrial gained 433 points and settled at 45,834. The S&P 500 added 103 points and closed at 6,584. The NASDAQ jumped 441 points, finishing at 22,141, while the small cap Russell 2000 traded higher for the 6th consecutive week, adding 6 points and settled at 2,397. Now, as for the VIX, aka the fear gauge, it tacked on 0.05 and closed at 14.76. Now, as we reiterate on this show or on this broadcast, that as long as the VIX stays below that threshold of 20, that has been proven, tested, and tried, the market tends to grind higher. And that is what we have been watching over the past year or so with that VIX being under that threshold of 20. Crude oil prices added 17 cents and closed at $62.51 a barrel. Gold prices gained $9.10 and finished at $3,682.70 an ounce. Silver lost 15 cents, and closed at $42.68 an ounce. Bitcoin closed the session at 116,080, higher than last week. Now let's move into these charts and let's see what is really happening with this market. As you can see, we go to our 4 grid, and this shows our major indices: the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ Composite, and the Russell 2000. So I'm going to go ahead and maximize these windows, and then we can see that if you've been with us for a while, you understand that a green background means that we are in a bullish posture. So as you can see, ever since we moved into the bullish posture, on May 26, 2025, the market has been going up on the this is the NASDAQ Composite, So each one of these bars represents 1 week in time, and our philosophy is, that has been tested, proven, and tried, that as long as these prices stay above these rising moving averages, this is our line in the sand here, it is indicative of a signal of us to remain in the market, remain invested in the market. We also have our confirming indicator here, the MACD, and it is showing a very bullish posture. Now moving on to the Russell 2000, you can see also that we have a green background. This is our proprietary software that gives us a quick visual as to what the market posture is, and it is also in a bullish posture with these price bars remaining above rising moving average, and then also our confirming indicator, the MACD, is in a bullish posture as well. Now, skipping on to the S&P 500, you can see as well, we have that green background, just like this long uptrend that started back in April of 2023 and went on and on and on and on and on up until we had that little bit of a breakdown in March of 2025 that lasted for about 6 weeks. And then ever since then, we have been moving up, 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 prices being above rising moving average with our confirming indicator, the MACD, being in a bullish posture as well. Next, we're moving on to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We have that green background, which shows a positive a green background, letting us know that this is a bullish posture. So we have all four of the major indices that we watch are in a bullish mode. So that lets us know that the entire market is in a bullish posture. Now, let's go ahead and look at those particulars that we mentioned in the introduction with gold and silver and Bitcoin and the VIX and so forth. So what we're going to do here now is switch over to our chart, another chart that we like to look at, and it gives us the indication. Here is Bitcoin. We're looking at him on a weekly long-term view, and as you can see, it's been under a little bit of a pressure, and we have one of our indicators showing that there has been a top, and it has been moving sideways over the past few weeks. However, it is above this rising moving average, so Bitcoin still being